or some sort of heavy cast iron skillet, hey, or a dumbbell, or even just a weighted plate, that will work really well today. If you don't have a weight, that's okay. Don't worry, you're gonna be able to still do it. I'm just gonna show you some alternative moves that you can do. It's actually the same move, it's just not as potent. And since you guys have been doing Fast 45 for a while now, this is really great that you can start incorporating more weights and heavier weights into the movements and just going a little bit harder. The first movement is going to be a leg raise. So we're gonna get on the floor, and you can actually use a moderately heavy kettlebell or dumbbell for today's workout. So on the floor, I'm gonna go ahead and take my dumbbell, I'm gonna put it upside down for the handle to be going towards the floor, and so I can hook my thumbs in. I like this position best because it gives me stability when I'm having it overhead and I'm holding the bell static, not dynamic, it's static. So with this, I'm gonna lie down, I'm gonna press up, and with this thumb hook underneath, I know that it can stay in my hands easily, where if you're holding it another way, it gets a little slippery and you just don't have that security. So as we go overhead with this, I want to stare at the belt and push it up towards the ceiling. And then I'm going to pull my rib cage in, flattening my back to the floor, and see how my pelvis actually rolls forward? That's where I want to be. I'm going to hover my ankle, and then I'm going to pull my legs all the way up. As I bring my legs down, I'm squeezing my butt. This is a lot like a leg raise on a bar. And then if you really want to get a little extra into it, give it that pop. My back's going to make squishy noises. All right, but what this does and why I love this movement so much is it really engages that lower abdominal wall. You guys know what I'm talking about, the pooch, the one that you can't get rid of. That engages that, and it actually, one, strengthens that lower abdominal wall, and then two, increases the strength of your pelvic floor. Hello, moms. So if you don't have a kettlebell, don't worry. What I want you to do is put your hands underneath your bum, so you can give your hips a little bit of support, and you're gonna bring your legs up and pop. This will stimulate the same thing that we're doing with the weight, but the weight just gives that extra little push with the shoulders and that counterweight for that movement. So that's the first thing we're gonna be doing for the Fast 45 seconds of the leg raises, with or without the kettlebell, or with or without that pop. All right. So the second movement that I want to do is a heavy kettlebell swing. So I have a couple different options for myself. Because it is 45 seconds, that is a longer time to go for kettlebell swings. I want you just to kind of think about safety, making sure that your back doesn't round when you're pulling this kettlebell, and making sure that your back doesn't bow at the top, all right? So I want you to think about zipping up, pulling that ribcage in, squeezing that butt. You guys see the difference where I'm not engaged, and now I'm engaged. That's like those Instagram girls. They're like, you know, look how tiny my waist is. And then they stand like this. All right, let's keep it engaged. Pull it together. I'm gonna deadlift this up. So I'm gonna push through my heels to stand up, and I'm not gonna bow my back. So hips down, chest up, tight belly, stand. I'm gonna have my legs just outside my shoulders and my belly zipped up the whole time. And this is a hip movement, not an arm movement. My arms are just like ropes. So as I come in, I'm gonna push my hips back, and then I'm gonna squeeze my butt. This is an aggressive movement. It like pops you. And what people often think is that they hyperextend, right? That is not what we wanna be doing. We wanna be squeezing the butt so we stand tall, and then the hips give that kettlebell movement. All right, now if you are experienced with this and you want to go all the way overhead, again, making sure that that belly's buttoned up, you're not bowed, but strong, and the bell is stacked over your wrist, over your shoulders, your hips, and heels, like this. So notice, I let this bell fall naturally, and then I'm gonna, like a trampoline, I'm gonna pop it up with my hips. I'm only gonna go today. I like it, it just feels better for me, and that's what I'm gonna do. So do what you wish. Now, if you don't have a kettlebell or a dumbbell, if you have a dumbbell, have the dumbbells, the two heads going not side to side, right? I don't know how to explain that. You got it. All right, and then hold two hands on that handle. If you do not have a kettlebell, then what we've done traditionally is the Romanian deadlift, air deadlifts. So feet underneath your hips, tighten that belly, squeeze that butt, open the chest, and you're gonna hinge forward, not curl, but hinge forward, and then squeeze the butt to come back up. It's a very similar movement that what we're gonna be doing today, and it's gonna stimulate the same things. Glute engagement, core engagement, and hip, like it's a dynamic movement, all right? So that is your option for movement 2. For the finisher, the first finisher, you can do this with or without weight. If you're gonna do this with weight, again, I'm gonna grab that kettlebell upside down, and then I can actually rest it on my chest. Here, elbows are together and forward. This puts me into a beautiful, natural position for like a front rack. So if I have the weight on the front of me, I want to always have my elbows in and forward. With this same squat technique, so my feet are going to be just outside my hips, just outside my shoulders, tighten that belly. I'm going to push my knees out as I come down. I'm going to get into this bottom squat, and we're going to do 1/4 squat pulses. So basically, we're just in that bottom position, and we're going to squeeze the butt to come to 1/4 or half a squat. All right? That is beautiful. If you do not have a weight that you can use, you're gonna do the same thing. Now, the key here is to keep that belly engaged and to activate the glutes by pushing the knees out every single time. Now, if you're in that bottom position and you start doing this and just kind of get lazy and bouncing, that pressure is gonna go to your knees, it's gonna go to your back, and it's not gonna feel good. All right, this can be challenging or it can hurt. Improper movement increases injury possibility. So doing them properly actually really saves you from getting injured, and it protects you in so many ways. All right, the finisher 2, you guys are gonna love this. The second finisher, 1 minute for one side. We're gonna get into a lunge. We're gonna do lunge pulses. So with this lunge, I'm going to make sure that I have enough space between my legs. Notice that if I just step directly back, I keep that space. If I just step back and kind of try and minimize that space, I'm on what we call a tightrope. I don't want this. I'm not as stable on that tightrope. And so feet planted, knees pushed out, tight belly, open that chest. We're gonna come down and come back up, squeezing the glutes, just like this. Now, I want you to incorporate the weight. So again, we're gonna go right into it. And we're gonna pulse, pulse. With this, we're gonna do 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other side. Your booty's gonna be screaming today. Hey. Who doesn't love a little booty scream? It's so weird, right? All right, guys. Now what we're gonna do is just make sure that you have either the correct weight or a band. Remember, those deadlifts can be used with bands as well, or just a foreign object from your living room or house that you can do this workout with. Let me get everything ready. And, oops. Rad. All right, guys. You guys see that I have the clock up there, so you know that I'm not lying to you, because those 45 seconds get long. First thing we're gonna do are the leg raises. And if you want to do that hip hop, you can. I am going to start with the 25 today. All right, let's get to work. You should be in position, 2, 1, let's do some work. Oof. Yeah, so with this, it's really important to squeeze your butt on the way down, and you'll feel the back staying really nice and controlled, versus if you're just, like, if my back is bowed, it's going to be much heavier than if I control my back is making little air bubbles. Sorry, guys. Nice. Let's keep it working. And then we're going to go right into the kettlebell swings. All right. 15 seconds in. I got to find a little bit of a... All right. Kettlebell swings, nice and strong. Stand it up. And let's work. Now, if you want to go overhead, that is absolutely fine. You can do more, but make sure that if you're doing more, you're doing it right. So as this bell comes down, I actually open my chest. I don't let it fall down. If your hands should stay above your knees the whole time. So if you find yourself coming down like that and doing a big body swing, then I want you to tighten it up. Let it fall into your hips and then squeeze your butt. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's get ready for the second one. Woo, yeah. I love those. That's such good grip strength. My son has crazy good grip strength. All right, guys, let's work. Now, if you were just doing the raises before, remember that first round? We just kind of feel things out, and then I want you to pop. You feel that it actually, you need to squeeze your butt. Hello, abs today. Yes. Breathe out when you're pushing. Good, guys. Keep those thumbs hooked in, those elbows tight. Keep squeezing the butt on the way down. Beautiful. Now you guys gotta feel what's going on. Whoo! Oh, that's a good one. All right, let's work, work, work. Again, watch how high my chest stays, but I'm still literally pulling my belly in the whole time so I don't relax that belly. And my hips, the aggressive hip thrust, which really is the butt squeezing. I'm not overextending. And I want you to take a bow forward instead of a squat down. This is a squat. That's not what I want. I want to bow forward. There you go. I see it. That's it. That's it. Beautiful. All right, let's get ready for those pulses. The leg lifts. Woo! Who loves a kettlebell? All right, guys, and let's work. Squeeze that butt on that push, and then squeeze that butt on the way down. And I'm gonna squeeze, push, squeeze, push, squeeze, push. You guys feel that in the lower abs, upper abs, glutes, shoulders. Nice work, guys. Really try and drive those hips towards the ceiling. It's really big core engagement here. Awesome! Woo! I love it. So for the kettlebell swings, I could have gone a little bit heavier, like a 35 instead of 25. Let's go. But then maybe I wouldn't be able to talk to you while we do this. All right, so keep that chest up. Don't let that chest fall too forward. Even though it's bowing forward or bowing forward, I'm really trying to keep it up as high as possible. There you go, I see it happening. Remember, your hips are like a trampoline. They're reaction. And your arms are just ropes. You're just holding on to that kettlebell. They're not doing the work. It's working hard enough holding on to it. Nice, guys. That's it, that's it. Oh, yeah. All right, last round with the leg raises and the kettlebell swings, and then we're gonna go to our finishers. All right, let's go. Try and squeeze a little bit harder. Try and go a little bit faster. Do a little bit more. Don't worry, I see the clock. It's not stopped. Finish strong, come on. Get after it. Push. We're training our bodies. We're loving them. All right. I had to finish that last one. Couldn't stop short. Woo. You guys feel that in your hands yet? It's awesome. All right, this is our last 45 seconds of work. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep that belly in tight. Beautiful swings, I love it. I see it, guys. Nice, come on, let's keep it going. If you need a little bit extra, go all the way overhead. Use those lats to stop it overhead and then pull it back down. Work for it. You're earning it. Woo! All right, 15 seconds of rest. And then remember, we're gonna do the quarter squat for a whole minute. Yes, yes, yes. All right, guys, let's get ready, let's go. We're in it. Squeeze those glutes. Yeah. Stay with it. Breathe through it. Woo! Focus. Awesome job. Okay, big things to stretch today. Quads, glutes, abs, and even your shoulders. Remember, this is the Fast 45, so you're always getting after it. I mean, like, those squat pulses just set me up for a burn in those those lunge jumps, lunge pulses. Awesome. Don't forget, recover, grab your Born Relentless recovery shake, your protein, and foam roll, stretch, meditate, pull it together. Thank you so much. See you next time.